Since the Mandalorian and Grogu teaser just released, and for some it was underwhelming, I fully understand that, we now have news from the other side of the aisle, from the other Disney IP that it's ongoing right now, that's Marvel, on top of another Disney IP, so Disney is trying to get busy. So this is the report. I suspect that after Mandalorian and Grogu, they're looking for a busy 2026, because Avatar Fire and Ash will release on December, and now they're teasing that a teaser for Avengers Doomsday could release for those people who go to watch Avatar on this cinema in December. That teaser will be shown for the first time to that audience and then released to the public, of course, via whatever, YouTube and Instagram, via the official Marvel sites and Disney sites. I think this is, if you ask me, this is kind of alarming because they're kind of dropping Star Wars just willy-nilly. I mean, they dropped a disappointing, not really fully realized teaser about Mandalorian and Grogu this week, but now it seems like they're fully invested more so in Marvel than in Star Wars. Disney is sending us clear signals that Star Wars perhaps is not even second in their agenda, perhaps it's third, because Avatar is in full force. They own Avatar, they own the Avatar IP. Now Marvel as well with Avengers Doomsday. We're going to talk a little bit more about how they're trying to revive the Marvel franchise. Similar to the Star Wars franchise, both of them are in real trouble because this summer, Fantastic Four failed drastically to not only make some of the money back, or at least what was expected, $1 billion. They didn't even come close. They barely made a 500, below Superman. So DC is now winning Marvel. This is the position we find ourselves in, and it's kind of insane to think about that Marvel now is behind DC. It is official. The internal struggles have been revealed. These studios no longer have any faith in both of these leaders that have been chosen to bring these franchises to the front fold. Fantastic Four was a good movie, but at the end of the day, it is considered as a mediocre showing at the box office. Superman kind of did its thing, but honestly, Disney has a $1 billion hit with Zootopia, with Avatar. A Warner Bros. Success was Minecraft this year. But it's not happening for Marvel as of right now. Fantastic Four kind of flopped. It didn't meet expectations. And what can we say about Lucasfilm? Since 2019, Rise of Skywalker, there hasn't been a theatrical release. So Mandalorian and Grogu will be the next major release that Kathleen Kennedy is hoping will save her career. Don't forget that there were many rumors that Kathleen Kennedy is out. Kathleen Kennedy is planning on retiring, but with a single caveat that she go out with a win. If she really is considering going out with a win, then I think that at the end of the day, she is expecting Mandalorian and Grogu to be a success so that she can quietly retire after, let's say, Star Wars Starfighter. And to be honest, right now, I am very excited for Star Wars Starfighter. The cinematographers will be from Top Gun Maverick, which if anybody has seen that movie, will know that it will help tremendously with X-Wings and fighters. Couple that with Sean Levy and Ryan Gosling, it should be one of the more successful movies. When it comes to Mandalorian and Grogu, we know how much we love that series. The Mandalorian is a TV show first and foremost. I have seen the leaked trailer. If you guys haven't seen the leaked trailer, I'm sure you can find it out there on Google. I mean, Reddit has it posted. It's here on YouTube if you can find it too, if Disney hasn't, brought it down by now. They're gonna reveal it probably at D23. The thing is, if you look at that leaked trailer, it kinda looks underwhelming. I'm sorry. I mean, the trailer itself looks like a good episode of Mandalorian. That's it. And this doesn't bode well for Kathleen Kennedy, who is already on the hot seat. As we've discussed, studio insiders, Disney owns both Marvel and Star Wars, and they are questioning now Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy that haven't been able to deliver at all. Lucasfilm is even worse because it's only been focused on TV shows, not much else. If Mandalorian and Grogu flops at the box office, this is gonna be really bad. The only $1 billion that have amassed at the box office for Star Wars since the Disney era have been during Christmas time, releasing on December. The one movie that released in May was Solo: A Star Wars Story, and guess what? It flopped. So Mandalorian and Grogu is coming out in May. This is leading a lot of people to question not only the leadership, but what's gonna really happen. And could we see, after Mandalorian and Grogu, Kathleen Kennedy finally be fired by Disney, and who will be the replacement? That is just the main question on everybody's mind, and the two favorite, of course, are Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. So the movie must be a success. That's all it needs to do. At the very least, probably not $1 billion, but something around $1 billion, more than 600 million for sure. Because you need the regular dude, the regular people, the people who are not crazy fans, but will just go watch a movie because it's funny. It's interesting. This is why Deadpool and Wolverine worked. It's because Deadpool is a hilarious character to the normies. You have fans and you have normies flocking together. Wolverine, a classic character. Since decades and decades, people know about it. Hugh Jackman coming back to play Wolverine again. So, two classic characters coming back in a hilarious kind of action comedy, and it just serves the normies more so than the fans. You have something for the fans and something for the normies. This is how you get the big bucks. And by what I've read, what Dave Filoni has said about The Mandalorian and Grogu, I think he is going back to that. He is going back to the classics, where it isn't just about lore and just ultimate fans coming to watch the movie, knowing everything, how it connects to the universe, but it's just going to be also about regular folk that come into the cinema, enjoy the movie, go out and say, okay, that was fun, that was a good movie. Word of mouth will spread, more people will flock to it, come watch it, and that's how it goes. If you watch the Fantastic Four, it's a good movie, but most of these movies now have become bland. The problem with it is, first of all, the retro look has become boring. So in the Fantastic Four, for me, the retro look was good and thought of, but it is already played out to such a humongous level that it's become boring. Then you have Galactus, then you have the Silver Surfer, then you have Franklin Richards, Sue's kid. So there's so much, they're throwing so much at you, and the post-credit scene is literally Doctor Doom getting his face healed by Franklin Richards. So there's so much into it that normies are just gonna go, huh? What? So they're not gonna get it. This is, I feel, how they lost their track and lost their path. I had the same problem with Superman. Superman is a classic tale. It's a great movie. You should go watch it. It's a refreshing restart. James Gunn did a good job. My problem with it, of course, there's a myriad of characters. Good guys, anti-heroes, bad guys. There's so much to keep track of. I feel the frustration. I literally do. When I talk to regular folk, I'm a big, huge nerd. I have a channel called Star Wars Comics. I talk about Star Wars comics, let alone the Star Wars movies and TV shows. I talk about comics, but I have my ear to the ground. I talk to other people, and I know how they feel. I'm gonna go watch a Star Wars movie. That's a given. But is my cousin, who knows very little about Star Wars, gonna go watch a new Jedi Order movie with Rey in it? I'm thinking no. That's a big, huge no. And this is why Bob Iger coming out with this statement, giving a signal clear to Kathleen Kennedy, who did not announce anything in Star Wars Celebration, gives you kind of the clear view, the clear path to think that these other projects have been slowly shelved, as with many, many other projects. This is why Rian Johnson came out a couple of months ago and told that, no, the trilogy is not going forward. We talked about it. There was some... Previously, he had said that they were working on it. They were excited. There was going to be scripts. Now he said, no, there weren't any scripts. They were just talking and ideas floating around. With the Fantastic Four not recouping the money they wanted to make in the box office, and Superman kind of not getting there too, the writing is in the wall, guys. They know that if they go forward with crazy ideas for Star Wars movies, it's not gonna work.